Double-digit thousands.
Hey guys, it's Toofy the Barbarian here, and today I'm going to talk about some rumors going around. They started yesterday about a Bastion buff, so I don't really know how I feel about this Bastion buff. We don't even know what it is yet, but I don't really think the Bastion needs a buff because he's already very powerful. But I'm just going to show you guys. So Jeff Goodman actually replied to this forum, and he said that he was actually working on some changes for Bastion, and he said, I'm not quite sure when these changes will hit the live game, but we're still testing different things internally. So I don't know if we are going to get a Bastion buff or not, but it would be good to have like just a few minor changes. Faster self-heal would be amazing, and faster reconfiguration would be very good too. So I don't really know how I feel. I mean, like, I don't think Bastion needs a nerf, but I don't think Bastion needs a buff, because Bastion is powerful in the low tiers because people don't really know how to counter him. Of course Genji can counter him, but if you notice, Bastion, no one ever plays Bastion in the high tiers, because where people in the high tiers, people actually know how to counter him, so it's really easy for people to counter him. So I don't know if there will be a Bastion. Oh, sorry. But I don't know. You see, Bastion is like already really powerful, but one of the worst buffs they could do for Bastion is bring his shield back from beta, or make him able to move in turret mode. And I don't really see the point of that because his ult already makes that available, and I think he would just become even more overpowered if he could do that. That's just ridiculous. So I don't know how I would feel with a Bastion buff. I don't know if I want him nerfed or buffed. It would probably be better if he was buffed just a little bit, just minor changes with his reconfiguration and faster self-heal, like I said. But does he really need a buff? Well, it depends on who you ask, because pretty much if you ask people in the lower tiers, they'll definitely say no, because he's really powerful in the lower tiers. But if you ask people in the high tiers, probably yes, because they can counter him pretty easily. So as you can see in this clip right now, Pharah is actually pretty powerful because she can fly up into the sky, flank Bastion. So that's a good counter for Bastion. And everyone knows the Genji counter, the deflect. It's pretty easy to counter a Bastion with a Genji. But if they did buff Bastion, I would want it to be, as I said like a couple of times already in this video, I would want it to be a tiny minor buff to his self-configuration and self-heal. Because with big buffs, he could become overpowered very, very easily. So it is confirmed that Bastion might be getting an update, or a buff from what Jeff Goodman said. So apparently they're working on some changes for him, so I don't know what they're going to change, but hopefully it's just minor changes, not too overpowered changes. He's already pretty overpowered, so if you remember in the beta, since the game has come out, Tracer and Reaper have actually barely been touched. Tracer has had just a tiny minor nerf to her speed because she was pretty quick in the beta, but other than that, Reaper and Tracer have barely been touched. I mean, like, what if Bastion gets a buff where you actually need skill to play him? So we have no idea what Bastion's buff is gonna be like. But hopefully they're not gonna bring back his shield from the beta to 1,000, like almost a Reinhardt shield just over him. That would be pretty bad. We wouldn't want to see that again. So as you can see in this clip right here, my sister, or Toofy, clears out the entire point on overtime, and she even gets the diva out of mech in recon mode. Like, Bastion's gun is actually the second most powerful gun in the game. And also gets her glorious play of the game as Bastion. So I'm not sure if Bastion really needs a buff or not, or a nerf maybe. I have no idea. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.